here's the thing about ego. And I don't mean Freudian ego or post-Freudian personality mask. I don't mean lowercase e ego. I mean all caps ego. And to some this may be a new concept, but do some research. It's been out around for thousands of years. It's been called many different things. But I'm going to call it ego, and I'm going to describe it as a larger than life, because I don't want to use the word supernatural, but a larger than life, trans-dimensional, meta construct, an energy meta construct. It's a spiritual energy frequency entity that exists as part of our human, totally natural, totally organic, and by organic I mean it occurs naturally in nature. I don't mean that it has carbon in it, and I don't mean that it has been certified by some bogus agency as to being healthy for you. I mean that it sprang forth from the very cosmos because that is what needed to happen. There are energy constructs, and that's a very vague and abstract term. There are energy beings. That's a bit of a freaky kind of, whoa, what the fuck is he talking about kind of word to use. There are energy entities, energy systems that are conscious, that exist, that are connected to, and if not, arguably, totally intertwined with the energy network that each individual human being is, regardless of whether or not they understand it or believe in it or even realize that it is capable of being so, that they are all connected to this human species energy network, each and every single one of us. Like a leaf cannot grow separate from the tree, we are attached to this spiritual energy network system. And that's just a postmodern term that I use to try to help people visualize what I'm talking about. You know, Indra's net of jewels, the Native American dreamcatcher, the spirit network, the web of life. There's been many names. But it is literally a system of systems that we're all connected to. And that whether we acknowledge it or not, whether we think we understand it or not, whether we believe in it or not, impacts us on a daily basis. Influences us, is part of our lives. We've just conditioned ourselves as the first species on planet Earth to achieve the crowning achievement of self-oppression. We've literally oppressed ourselves by letting those who want to oppress us oppress us. I mean, but that's because we out-evolved predation. No one was predating on us. Predating? No one was our predator. And by no one, I mean no other animal that could eat us was no longer eating us because we killed them all. Because we're Cain out of the Cain and Abel story. But that's a whole nother episode. I digress. I leave you with this, my friends. We can keep arguing out there about the ideas we've made up, or we can get busy healing inside where we're connected to the network. Because ego, ding, ego is creeping on our network hard, like lurking us, trolling us. This is what Russia is an analogy for. For those of you who've been following along disparately on the different platforms that I do this podcast on, you understand what I'm saying. For those of you who are new, go over to Sprecher or go to my YouTube channel and start at the beginning. Or hop around. Either way, understand that we need to heal each other and the network, and then heal ego.